Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are watching this after the live stream, then go take a look down below in the description box, and there you will see the timestamps for each of the astrological signs. For those of you who are watching me live, welcome. I am back. Thank you all for your well wishes. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding for you in the month of June. All right. So we're going to jump into that. And of course, it'll be detailed because I will channel as many messages as I can. So we're going to start. All right. So thank you so much, intuitive friends, for your well wishes. I greatly appreciate it. And let's go and start with Aries. All right. Let's make sure you guys can hear me. Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right. Let's make sure you guys can hear me.
Yes, you can. Awesome. All right, intuitive friends. We are good. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Great to be back. Great to be back. All right, intuitive friends. Let's start here with Aries. Hello, Aries, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are in Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you are in Aries in any other part of your astrological natal chart that are important, then these messages are also for you. Today, Aries, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be possibly unfolding for you in the month of June. My name is Lexa Tarot, and my information and credentials, and yes, I do have credentials, they are down below in the description box. So if you are interested in getting to know more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All right, Aries, let's take a look here at what may be unfolding for you here potentially in the month of June. What may be possibly unfolding, what energy may be surrounding you. Hopefully you've watched your May readings. If you haven't, you should. If you haven't taken a look at your quarterly readings for 2026, you should. They're all in the bonus messages playlist, okay? All right, Aries, let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. What may be coming through for you? And you have Angel of Balance. Okay. Now, June may be one or two things here for you. Okay, Aries. Number one, you may have a lot going on, whether it's responsibilities, whether you feel like you're being pulled in different directions, or now it could be responsibilities, it could be tasks that you're doing, it could be things that a project, or it could be energetically. Okay. Either way, the angel of balance is coming through as, again, juggling. Okay. I feel that there's this sense of juggling here. You may have a full plate. There may be this sense of trying to prioritize things that are, of course, of more importance. Maybe there's this sense here of organization and of structuring or restructuring something. It could also be talking about you taking a step back and just taking, a hard pause here as you sort something out. All right. All right. Let's see what else is coming through for you. Every month I have a different format, and let's see what's coming through here. Let's see. I'm going to do a quick consecutive format here for you. What may be unfolding for you? Judgment card, the Hanged Man. Didn't I say to take a moment? There you go. Taking a step. I'm actually going to do it like this. So, yeah. This way you guys are able to see. I'm sorry, Aries. Aries, you're the first one that I'm channeling messages for. So let me see the format. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense here. Okay, there we go. All right. Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Swords. Top of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so something's going to flip into a very nice direction here for you. All right. Now, let's talk about June here for you. What may be unfolding? You have the Judgment, the Hanged Man, the Temperance, the Eight of Swords, the Star card with the Five of Swords. At the bottom and at the top of the deck, you have the Page of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. With that Hanged Man there being very much in the middle of this three-card spread up above, along with the Five of Swords right dead smack in the middle of this three-card spread here in the bottom. As I said with the Angel of Balance, you may feel in June that you have a lot on your plate. Now, whether it's responsibilities, choices, options, or whether this is energetic, something may feel like it is stagnant or not moving, or there may be here a possible energy with the Five of Swords that you feel a bit mentally conflicted about something. Okay. Whatever this is, I do feel that in the month of June, you may be healing and allowing yourself to not see yourself through the eyes of limited, self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Okay. With patience, Temperance card, with patience in your ability to combine, okay, alchemy. Remember, temperance is about alchemy. It's about bringing two things together and making something new. So I do feel that this perspective or this pause or hard pause here with the Hanged Man energy is here to say, listen, you're going to free yourself from whatever mental limitation that may be either coming up in the month of June, or you may have gone through in the past or recent past, and you've allowed yourself to come to some sort of epiphany here with the Judgment card. Okay. So the Judgment card, an aha moment, an epiphany. Okay. I do feel here with the Page of Swords, not for all of you, but for some of you, there may be some people here talking behind the scenes. Okay. Gossip, chatter, okay, background noise. This could be in your social circle. This could be in your professional circle. All right. In this deck, it is people that are talking behind your back or eavesdropping. All right. So there could be someone here who's nosy, wanting to know what's going on in your life. Okay. Or trying to, I feel here like snoop. Okay, so that could be through your social media platforms. That could be in different ways. It could be through other people. It could be through friends, family, loved ones. Okay, other colleagues. But like I said, June is going to come with a sense of bringing something back into balance. The Wheel of Fortune, ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter, the planet of good luck and expansion. So something here is going to improve. All right. Something is going to feel like it's progressing. Now, it might take some time, but I do feel that you will see the dawn. It's like you're seeing the dawn of the new day here in June. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune says here cycles of fate, good luck, turning point, unpredictable. Yeah, it could be a very beautiful shift here coming in your direction. Maybe even, and again, this could be the case here for some of you, you find out information, okay, with the Page of Swords. You hear or find out, discover information, whether it's through conversations, through someone else's conversation, whether it's through paperwork, whether it's through whatever means of communication. Okay. Because remember, June, is the first half of the month is Gemini season, right? So you could come across some type of information, and that information give you a kind of an alert or a hint on how to shift something in a different perspective or in a different a different avenue here. So that's how this is coming through for you. Okay, Aries. Aries, that's all I have for you here today. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. That lets me know that these messages resonated for you. Also, give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Aries, good luck, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Taurus. But first, intuitive friends, for those of you who are watching me live, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to say thank you to all of you who reached out on the posts, on the community posts, and wish me well wishes. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for all your well wishes. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump to the next. Hold on one second here. All righty. So up next we have Taurus, and of course I'm going by the astrological calendar. All right. So after Taurus will be Gemini, and all the way through Pisces. Now, I don't have the timestamps now, of course, because I am doing this live. But as soon as I finish the live reading, I will be adding the important timestamps here for you. Okay. Up next, we have Taurus. Hello, Taurus, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Taurus, sun, moon, rising, or if you're a Taurus in any other placements on your astrological natal chart, then guess what, Taurus? These messages are also for you. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be unfolding for you in the month of June. What may be possibly unfolding for you in the month of June. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box, and there you will see my credentials and everything else. All right, intuitive friends, let's see here, Taurus, what's coming through for you. What is possibly unfolding here for you in the month of June? What energy may be surrounding you? Don't forget, Taurus, to take a look at your quarterly 2026 readings. Those are in the bonus messages playlist. And if you're looking for June, that would be your second quarter. Okay. Wow. Beautiful. Fourth chakra, your heart chakra. Very, 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 very nice. Archangel Raphael. Okay. Archangel Raphael, fourth chakra, your heart chakra. Archangel Raphael is known as the archangel for healing. Okay. So there may be some emotional healing that you will either be continuing, starting, or maybe at the tail end once June rolls around. I'm also getting here, there's a sense of self-love and self-care being at the top of your list. For others of you, Taurus, I do feel a strengthening. If you are in a connection already, there may be a blossoming and blooming type of energy unfolding for you. Okay. And I'm also getting here, for those of you who may be single, there may be, a potential opportunity here where you will, it could be one or two things. This could be meeting someone brand new. Okay. or this could be a deepening of a connection that started off as friends, okay? But fourth chakra is the heart chakra. So beautiful, beautiful energy here. For others of you, this may be a sense of mending, fixing, or reconciling something here, okay? I feel it's more like healing, but for some of you, it may be some sort of reconciliation or reunion, or letting bygones be bygones. I feel like love will be in the air here for you here, Taurus, whether it's friends, family, loved ones, or whether it may be potentially romantic. Let's see what else unfolds for you here. What may be possibly unfolding for Taurus in June. And let's see what's coming through for you. So you have here the Ace of Swords, the Strength card. I wouldn't be surprised if something shows up in the summer here for you, Taurus. The Strength card is ruled by Leo. You have the Six of Coins, the Queen of Cups. I'm telling you, love is in the air here. Nine of Wands, and the Sun card. What did I say? With the Four of Wands? What? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands. At the top of the deck, you have the Seven of Cups. I feel here, okay, there's lots coming through. Number one, the Strength card being at the middle of the spread, of the top portion of the spread, and the Sun card here being at the middle part of this three-card spread. I do feel there's a lot of happiness and success that you may be feeling, a sense of optimism, all right, that may be opening up for you in the month of June. You will feel recharged. There is some sense of personal growth that either you will be continuing on, beginning, or maybe at the tail end of, which makes a lot of sense because this fourth chakra, which is a heart chakra, is what I was feeling at the top of your reading. Okay, Taurus, I feel that there is a sense of you pouring into yourself. Okay, the fact that you are able to manage, that's why the Strength card is here. The fact that you're able to tame or manage something that at times becomes a little bit difficult to handle, but you're in control. Okay, you're able to deal with it and lean into your emotional strength, spiritual strength, mental strength, energetic strength. Okay, and there's this beautiful sense of optimism. You also have the Ace of Swords. Okay, remember, you have Ace of Swords, Strength, and the Six of Coins, or the Six of Pentacles. Whatever energy that you're beaming and you're in a way shining through is the energy that will come right back to you. So that's going to be super important, okay? Because I always mention here that the Six of Pentacles energy, although it's reciprocal energy, it all stems from the energy that is being generated. So super important, optimism being very important here. Ace of Swords telling me new ideas may be coming through for you in the month of June. You may be cutting through the confusion. You're no longer confused about something. You see either something, someone, or a situation, circumstance, or an event very clearly, and you're allowing yourself to, number one, pour into yourself with the Queen of Cups. You have the emotional intelligence and the emotional maturity to say to yourself, you know what? I know that whatever it is that I want to move towards and want to gain, whether it's victory, success, or achieve even higher than what you have already, you know that persistence is going to be key. Okay. So you have here the Nine of Wands. Okay. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Wands with the Sun. The optimistic energy that you generate into the universe is going to come right back to you. Okay. If you've been feeling drained, or if you feel drained throughout the month of June, I do feel that you're going to get back on and lean into your strength and allow yourself to just make it to that finish line. The Sun card is ruled by the Sun, but guess what? The Sun rules Leo. Okay, so Leo, although it's not in June, Leo season begins in July. There may be something here in store for you either in the summer or during Leo season. Okay, so there may be other placements on your astrological natal chart that may connect to signs over the summer. Now remember, summer is from June all the way to September 21st, around there. So, take that into consideration as well. With the Four of Wands, stability is going to return back into the scene here for you in June. And whatever it is that you've been kind of on the fence about with this Seven of Cups, what if this and what if that? I feel that you're going to kind of eliminate that here with this Ace of Swords, okay? You're going to start seeing something in a more logical, practical way. You're also going to push yourself through the finish line here and allow yourself to either continue to heal emotions or, like I said before, feel more connected here to your sense of self, pouring into yourself. And again, for some of you here, if you are in a connection, there's more of a connection here with you and your partner, or for others of you, starting a brand new opportunity here with someone, okay? Remember I did say at the top of the reading that I do feel that for some of you, if you are single Taurus, I do feel that there may be someone that you've been talking to or someone that you may meet over the summer. That may, deepen a little bit more here, okay? Yeah, so that's all that I have for you here, Taurus. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget, Taurus, to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Gemini. But first, intuitive friends, I want to say thank you to those of you who are giving me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I greatly appreciate it. I am back. Wanted to do the June readings first before I get back on the channel and do the free mini readings. Okay, so those of course are coming up this week, but I definitely wanted to channel the June messages first. All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your well wishes. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to share my content with like-minded souls. And that, of course, will let other people know about the channel and the content that I provide. All right, intuitive friends, let's go to the next astrological sign, and that is Gemini. All right. Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or if you are Gemini on other placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you. And today, Gemini, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on possible things that may be unfolding for you in the month of June. So what may be unfolding, what energy may be surrounding you, anything that comes up here in this reading. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box. And yes, I do have credentials. That being said, intuitive friends, welcome back. And Gemini, if you haven't taken a look at your 2026 quarterly readings, then feel free to take a look at the bonus messages playlist, and there you will find your quarterly reading, where June would be your second quarter. Okay, so take a look at that as well. And if you're interested in finding out your 2026 astrological new year, which is different because that's the one that starts in March, then you can take a look at the Timeless Pick a Card reading in the Timeless Pick a Card reading playlist. Okay. All right, Gemini, let's see what's coming through for you. Okay, we're going to start with another deck. I just wanted to really shuffle this one. And let's see what's coming through for you. What may be possibly unfolding here for Gemini? Woo! Nice, Gemini. You have the person holding the heart. You also have the angel number 44. You may be seeing angel numbers 44 or 88 or multiples of 2. Does it have to be multiples of 2? No, it doesn't have to, but it could. Okay, so if you do see that, 2s, 4s, 6s, 8s, sign symbol synchronicity here. The person holding the heart. Now, it's interesting because Taurus had something similar, but for Taurus, it felt that it was more like healing of the heart. For some of you, it might be Gemini, okay? For some of you, especially if you have any placements in Taurus, I would advise you to take a look at the Taurus reading as well. But if you don't, that's fine. But the person holding the heart, there may be stronger, deeper emotional connections that you are either going to be nurturing or that you're going to be focusing on. Okay, this could also be you focusing on your own heart and your own emotions. I do feel a sense of joy and happiness here. Okay, so there's, whether for some of you it may be celebration, because I keep hearing celebration. Okay, so for some of you it may be celebrations, but for others of you, there's this energy here of just feeling really good emotionally, feeling the sense of joy and happiness here in the month of June. Now, if you are already in a connection here, Gemini, I do feel the strengthening of your connection between you and your significant other. If you are single, there could be a possibility where you may meet someone new, or if you are already kind of like talking to someone, or this could be also a secret admirer, whether it's you secretly admiring someone or someone admiring you. There is a sense of coming forward and showing some signs, is how I'm picking this up. It's coming across as like someone may be showing some signs here. Now, it's very interesting because I've had this deck for a very long time, but I've never noticed that there's a butterfly at the top of the crown of the person that's holding the heart. Butterflies are all about new beginnings. For some of you, there may be a sense of accepting an apology or asking for an apology, okay? Reconciliation or reunion here, possibly, all right, with that person holding the heart. So, letting bygones be bygones and allowing yourself to, accept an apology, or maybe you apologize, all right? All right, let's see what else is coming through here for you. I'm also hearing clairaudiently a new cycle in love. Now, this could be romantic love, and this could also be non-romantic love, okay? So it could be just, again, bonds deepening and strengthening. You have the 9 of Wands energy here, okay? Especially if there was either someone or something that may be draining you in the month of June. I feel that you're going to be able to push through. And there's this energy, especially if it's in matter, if it's in matters of love, you're going to push through. Hold on, you have the 5 of yeah. Wow. Yeah, for some of you, there's this breakup, separation, or divorce. Now, it's interesting because this could be in any area of your life. For some of you, it's coming across as love. For others of you, it may be work related. So you have the 9 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Tower, followed by the Judgment card, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. At the top of the deck, you have the 3 of Swords. Yeah, it feels like there's this sense of heartbreak here. Now, does it have to be in love? No, it could be in any area. So this could be work related. This could be something happening at work, possibly in the month of June, where either there's a sense of a disagreement, an argument, or tension at work. There's this energy here of being or feeling shut out. Okay, Gemini. So either it's being or feeling shut out from friends, family, loved ones, or in your career, or in other situations here, or in other environments. Okay. Nine of Wands, you're going to feel a little bit drained. Five of Swords, mentally conflicted about something. And the Tower, a big blow up here, okay, or a big shakeup, so to speak. All right. Whatever this shakeup is going to bring a sense of an awareness here, whether it's on your end, Gemini, or on your partner's end, if you are in a connection. If you're not in a connection, okay, and you're single, this could be in any area. This could be with a friend, family, sibling, okay? This could be at work as well, all right? The Judgment card is an epiphany. It's also about forgiveness. Remember, I did mention that at the top of the reading with the fact that I mentioned here of that butterfly. Okay. You also have here the Three of Swords. So, whatever this is, feels like it's a blow up here, an argument, a disagreement that may cause a sense of sadness or grief. The Judgment card here, whether it's that you ask for an apology or someone asks you for an apology, there is a sense of wanting to move in that direction, or at the very least, looking at the pros and cons of something here in order for you to really fully assess this Tower moment. Okay. So that's going to be super important here for you in the month of June. Now, Page of Cups is a very positive card. Okay. So, Gemini, even though you have your Tower here, okay, and even though you have the Three of Swords over here, the Page of Cups is saying there may be a unexpected opportunity where something that may have seemed like it was dead, done, and over with, or something that you thought was not, pleasant, may be a blessing in disguise. So it could, and I'm not saying it is, but it could for some of you be an apology, whether you're asking for an apology or you're accepting an apology. Okay. And taking those words in that apology and pushing through and saying, all right, we can do this, or yes, we can make this happen, or yes, we can figure this out. Okay. For some of you, though, it feels like something brand new is coming in. It's as if this Tower moment is showing you once and for all something that you've been turning a blind eye towards. And in the month of June, either this happened in the past or recent past, and you're just gonna, again, new energy here, new mindset, or you're going to move in a new direction. Okay. Because that's what it's really feeling, especially here with this Knight of Wands. Remember, knights are all about movement. All right. So you may feel very much liberated. You feel like you're able to take some risks. You feel like you're able to move, okay, into a new direction. All right. So that Knight of Wands energy and the direction that you're going to be possibly moving towards is one that feels inspiring, one that feels passionate, one that you feel driven to move towards. Now, let's talk about the two cards, the one that was at the bottom and then at the top of the deck. You have here the Emperor. Okay. Now, the Emperor was at the bottom of the deck and the Three of Swords at the top of the deck. For some of you, this Tower moment may have happened in the past or recent past, and you are in the month of June still recuperating. Okay. The dust has now settled. You're back into the swing of things. You're starting to have a brand new mindset, and you're starting to allow yourself to feel like, heal your heart, heal your emotions. And you've gained some type of aha or awareness here. Okay. If that's the case, the emperor here for you is saying you're going to be more centered and more focused on being practical, analytical, and focused. You're going to push your emotions aside, and you're really going to move towards this energy of making decisions or organizing or reorganizing either your life or whatever this situation may unfold, especially whatever this tower moment was about or maybe about in the near future, or if it was in the past or recent past. The emperor is like, yeah, you know what? I learned from that. And now I am creating this sense of structure and organization, maybe even structuring or strengthening your boundaries here. Okay. So you don't allow yourself to be back into this Three of Swords energy that you were in the past or recent past. So beautiful energy here for you, especially with the Emperor here coming out at the bottom of the deck here, right after that Page of Cups. So I do feel that you may be embracing this Emperor energy where you are going to feel more in this leadership type of energy. That being said, Gemini, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope that you do, and I'll see you next time. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for being here, for giving me thumbs up, for your love, your loyalty, and support. Thank you for your well wishes as well, as I am recuperating and feeling so much better. And thank you so much for all your well wishes. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at all the pick a card readings. They're all timeless, so there's lots there on the channel for you. All right, intuitive friends, we're going to jump into the next reading, and that being for Cancer. All right, intuitive friends. Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or a Cancer in other placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you. Today, Cancer, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be possibly unfolding for you in the month of June. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, and yes, intuitive friends, I do have credentials, they're down below in the description box. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Cancer, if you haven't taken a look at your quarterly 2026 quarterly readings, which June would be the second quarter, feel free to do so. They're all in the bonus messages playlist. Okay, you can find them there. If you're interested in finding out more about your astrological new year, okay, astrological new year is different than the calendar new year, then take a look at the timeless pick a card reading in the timeless pick a card reading playlist. Okay, Cancer? All right, Cancer, let's jump straight into your reading. What may be possibly unfolding? What energy may be surrounding you in the month of June? All right, Cancer, and you have here, wow, beautiful caring connections. Caring connections. Now, caring connections could be romantic, but could also be any type of connection. This could be romantic connections and non-romantic connections. This could be platonic connections as well. So friends, family, loved ones, colleagues, people that you know, or obviously if you are in connection in a romantic connection, it could also be that as well. It could be the connections with your friends, family, loved ones, children, nieces, grandparents, it could be anyone. But caring connections is saying here there's a deeper sense of emotional an emotional depth here that you and fill in the blank. Now this could be a specific person or it could be a group of people. I'm also getting here like reuniting with people or friends or family that you haven't seen in a long time. So there could be kind of sharing time together, quality time together. That's also coming through here with caring connections. This could be celebrations, going out, catching up. Okay. That's how this is coming across here with caring connections. I'm also getting here friendships deepening, especially those connections that there may have been a shift or change of some sorts. You have the number 14 here. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. 5 is or about changes. So if there have been connections that have been a little bit like you've been feeling like there've been friction, or there's been friction, I feel here in the month of June that friction is going to lessen, um, and that connection may deepen. All right. Now, let's get more details here connected to your reading here, Cancer. Let's see what else is coming through. All right, Cancer, let's see what's coming through for you. What energy may be surrounding you or unfolding for you in the month of June. We have the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins is the Two of Pentacles. So we have the Two of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, looking good. The Lovers, very interesting here with carrying connections, also being at the top of your reading. Five of Wands, didn't I say 14? 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. 5 is all about changes. We have the Five of Wands here with the Moon card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. At the top of the deck, we have the Ace of Coins. So this is looking very nice here for you. Let's talk about this energy here at the center of both of these rows here, okay? The energy that you may be embracing here, Cancer, in the month of June is that King of Pentacles energy. There's a sense of you feeling more grounded, more stable, feeling even like you're like more successful in something. It could be in finances, it could be in work, it could be better rapport with your staff if you are in a leadership position. If you're not in a leadership position, this could be you getting along better with your colleagues or with clients. Okay. More clients coming your way or better connections with your clients. Okay. The Two of Pentacles with that Ace of Wands energy, this may be a fast moving month for you. Okay. Doesn't have to be, but it could, because the Two of Pentacles is feeling like you have a full plate. It's feeling like you're juggling multiple responsibilities or priorities. Okay, Cancer. And so you will be required here, will be required of you for you to balance or manage, either find the balance or manage the resources in regards to either money or the opportunities that may be coming in. Ace of Wands energy, beautiful, beautiful new stage, new opportunity, new beginning for you to feel more inspired, driven, and move towards what inspires you, what motivates you, and what your ambition is pulling you towards. Okay. Ace of Wands energy, gorgeous energy here for you. Okay. feel this is going to be a nice summer for you also, because it's I'm feeling a lot of fire here with that Ace of Wands. Now, the Lovers card, two different messages. Number one, I'm going to start with the one that is very much connected to this caring connections, but I do have another message here for you, okay? So there may be, like I said, a deepening connection here with someone that you may already know. If you are already in a connection, then this is the strengthening of that connection, feeling like there's a deeper sense of emotion, of love, being able to feel like you can open up your heart. Okay, loving partnership, communication here at play. And the reason why I'm saying communication is because the Lovers card is ruled by Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So there's more conversations here that could grow into a deeper connection. Now, this could very well be either in your love life, or it could also be connected to work. Okay, so you having better rapport with people will grow your business, or will, have you in this busy energy. Okay. Excuse me. Because the Lovers card has this Five of Wands right after, for some of you, there may be a little bit of clash of egos, or a clash of ideas. This could be at work. This could be friends, family, loved ones. Okay. Five of Wands, internal or external clash or tension. All right. Remember that I said that the Lovers card, two messages. One, yes, very much connected to caring connections. But the other part here with the Lovers card is the Lovers card is about making choices. All right. Now, listen carefully, because you have the Lovers card followed by that Five of Wands. I feel there may be a potential clash, an argument, battle of pride, or battle of the ego here, okay? Either with someone external from your circle, or internally within your circle, where you're going to need to make a choice whether you continue connecting with this person, or whether you choose to part ways. Okay. I'm also getting here, especially here with the fact that the Lovers card, like I said, is ruled by Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. There could be a potential misunderstanding where one person says something and it's misinterpreted by someone else, or a misinterpretation of a text, an email, or someone thinking that they sent some document and they didn't, but it could be some form of communication. It doesn't have to be conversation. It could be email, text, a letter, something said, or something said in the middle of a disagreement. Okay. The Moon card here, there is a little bit of anxiety or fear that could be kind of popping up here in regards to this clash, where this Five of Wands is talking about here. Now, I do want to mention you have 5-5 here. So 5-5 being an angel number here. So just keep an eye out for that. The Moon card, like I said, your intuition is going to guide you here. Okay. It may feel a little foggy at first, but allow yourself to ground your energy, connect with yourself. Okay. Allow yourself to get like a clear head before you either make certain decisions with the Lovers, or before you say something. Okay. Be very careful with what you say in the heat of anger or in the heat of passion. All right. Like that's coming through as just paying attention to that. Page of Cups, there may be a beautiful opportunity that may be popping up for you here in the month of June. Pages are all about communication and messages, but pages are also about the novice mindset. So you could start thinking about, or you may be starting here in the month of June or continuing to think about how to make something possible. Okay, how to lead with your intuition and lead with your heart, and how to communicate whatever it is that you want to ground or you want to solidify. Excuse me, solidify. You have two aces in your spread. So this is wonderful. This is saying there's a brand new beginning that may be bestowed upon you by the universe, by fate, by the creator. Ace of coins, an opportunity that is lucrative. Okay. There may be some type of gain here in some way, shape, or form. It may be tangible, such as money, or it may be intangible, such as just, more clients, more leisure time, more time to connect with others and spend, just time for yourself and things of that nature. So that is all that I have here for you, Cancer. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Up next, we have Leo. But first, intuitive friends, thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate your beautiful well wishes. I've been reading them on the posts. So thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your May readings and, those timeless pick a card readings as well. Okay. So I am feeling a whole lot better, intuitive friends. And I'm happy to be back, starting with the June readings. That I want to do first. And then, of course, I'll continue with doing my free 5-minute mini readings. Okay. So thank you so much, intuitive friends, for your love, loyalty, and support. All right. Let's jump to the next reading, and that is for Leo. Hello, Leo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Leo sun, moon, rising, or if you're a Leo in any other parts of your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you. Leo, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be possibly unfolding for you in the month of June, and or what may be also here, what energy may be surrounding you in the month of June. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, and credentials, take a look down below in the description box. They're all there for you. That being said, intuitive friends, welcome back. Ooh, you have the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Communication here, Leo, coming up for you in this reading. I did want to mention the following, Leo. If you're interested in finding out your quarterly readings for 2026 calendar year, then take a look at the bonus messages on the bonus messages playlist. Okay. And then start looking at your second quarter, because that's where June is. I did different quarters. And if you're interested in finding out more information about your 2026 astrological uh 2026 astrological new year, then take a look at the timeless pick a card reading focusing on that. So you have two other things that you can take a look to maximize your reading. So you have here the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, very much connected to the throat chakra. Okay. So just keep in mind here, I'm going to say Taurus. The reason why I was going to say Taurus, because I have a horse. I'm a little hoarse, so that's interesting. But here with your fifth chakra here, Leo, be careful about getting hoarse over the summer or having some type of throat blockages or situations. Okay. So that's like sore throat, getting hoarse, okay, straining your vocal cords. And I'm getting something like just be careful with like fans or AC, like drops in temperature may cause some type of like I'm getting something with the throat, like losing the voice or being hoarse there. Okay, so that's coming through. Another thing that's coming through here with the fifth chakra, which is the throat chakra, is communication. Okay. You may feel inspired here to say what you need to say or explain what you need to explain or gain some type of clarity through a conversation. Now, this could be someone having a conversation with you or you having a conversation with someone else. All right. So there's something about clearing the airways, okay, clearing things out in either communication or um, listening. Now, although the fifth chakra is very much connected to the throat, remember that communication is two-way. It's speaking, but it's also listening. So you may get some messages here. You may get some downloads in the month of June here connected to something. What it is, I don't know. This could be work. This could be love. This could be spiritual. This could be information that you didn't even realize that you needed to know or to find out or that you're curious about, but there's some type of revelation here in some way, shape, or form. It could also be a conversation that you have with someone, and through that conversation, something becomes clearer. Okay, something becomes a lot more clear for you, or you can clarify something here for someone else. All right. Communication is going to be vital. If I were you, anything that you sign, whether it's an agreement, negotiation, papers, lease, whether it's a car lease, whether it's an apartment lease, whether it's a contract, whatever you sign or negotiate, look at it, look at it twice, read it twice, and make sure that everything that is discussed is shown in the document. There could be a potential miscommunication here. All right. So that's going to be super important here for you. It could even be work related. Okay. It's something, and I'm getting an example like something as simple as like, you made a request and you just didn't follow it up with an email, and then you turn around and you're like, well, then there's like a big hoopla connected to whatever this is because you didn't make sure you did your due diligence. So I'm getting that type of energy here in regards to this fifth chakra. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is coming through for you for the month of June. You have Temperance followed by the Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Lover's card. And at the top of the deck, you have the Four of Cups. Okay. All right. Let's chat here. In June, possibly, there may be something that and this could be in any area, okay? There could be something that you feel like you need to step up and fight for, okay? This fighting for or standing your ground may be connected to your passion about something. It may be connected to your belief systems. It may be connected to something that you have said before, and someone may be trying to test your boundaries. So the sense of the Seven of Wands is you standing up for yourself. It's you standing firm and having the vantage point in whatever this may be. Now, you do have here the Temperance and the Four of Pentacles, okay? There's a sense of you realizing that you are very resourceful, okay, Leo? And you can create a vantage point here for yourself in whatever this may be that may be upcoming or that you may be going through in the month of June. Okay. So even if you feel like there are multi energies bombarding you, whether that's people, energies, opposition, conflict, competition, you have the vantage point. You have the ability to not only be patient and stay the course, but also allow yourself to look at the perspective of creating something new. Because this feels like you've been in a similar situation before. And the Temperance card, which by the way, ruled by Sagittarius, okay, is saying you can take the manner in which you have dealt with certain things before and create a brand new solution or resolution. Okay, just be mindful that you don't get caught up in wanting to hang on to either something or someone that may not suit you. Okay, you may think like, oh, I have to hang on to this fill in the blank, and the universe is saying, well, no, that's the reason why you're getting opposition, because you're being kind of in a way being shown that it's time for you to take a look here with the Hanged Man card, take a look at something from a different point of view, which you may hold or think is very valuable, okay, and useful, so much to the point that you're very resistant in letting something go, is saying that that resistance and that lack of letting go, you really need to look at it from a different point of view or a different perspective. There may be here a fear of, if I leave something behind, I might struggle, or I might be left out in the cold, or if I leave this job, then what other job is there? Or you know what I mean? This is talking about getting your ducks in a row. All right. So if you feel that something is like looming where it's getting difficult for you to maintain your footing in some place or in a certain situation, this is you kind of gravitating and saying to yourself, okay, what do I need to do? Who do I need to contact? Okay. Networking, people that I've known, friends, family, loved ones. Who can I network with to help me see something maybe from a different position, maybe from a different light? How can you let go of the uncertainty of something here? Okay, remember, the Hanged Man happens for one reason. Okay, one of the main reasons hangman occurs in a reading is to say something is going to be placed on pause or stop, or you may feel in limbo, or you may feel stagnant, but it's occurring because there needs to either be a change of heart or a change of mind. And whatever this is, you're holding something very, you're very resistant in letting something go. But when you realize that the time is up in something or with someone, I don't know, it all depends what this may be for you, and you're going to choose to leave something behind, whether it's a person, a situation, a circumstance, an event, or maybe even an environment. But the Eight of Cups is an emotional disengagement. You're abandoning something, not because you feel like you want to, but the time has come to release either someone or something. And you're more inclined to move in the direction of wanting your wishes to be fulfilled. Okay. And so it might mean leaving something behind in order for you to pivot into a new direction. You do have here the Lover's card. This could be connected to someone that you know and care about. Okay. For others of you, it may be just a symbol here. Okay, the Lover's card is symbolic of choices that you need to make. Okay, the Lover's card is ruled by Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules the clarity of the mind and communication. So there's this sense here of you looking at something from a different point of view, really kind of looking at the pros and the cons, and realizing that either someone or something really is not making you feel comfortable, or that you feel a sense of disillusionment or disappointment. And due to that energy, whether it's lack of enthusiasm, a sense of you're not as interested in something anymore because of this, energy of feeling like you gotta like there's a constant conflict here, or constantly having to step up and like, it feels like very tense. It feels like you're like having to convince someone or something of something. And so there's this kind of like, I'm tired of that. And June may be the time where you might say, listen, yes, I'm afraid that I'm going to struggle. Yes, I've been in a position where I've lost a lot of things that are of importance, but I know that I'm going to gain it back, because what's going to matter to you is moving in the direction of, your wishes being fulfilled, rather than accepting either mediocrity, or accepting or allowing yourself to be in a position where you're not gaining what you need to gain for yourself. Okay, whether it's someone is not being recognizing you for your accomplishments, whether it's something is becoming difficult, and no matter how difficult it is emotionally to let go, this may be the opportunity here for you to stand up and say, okay, listen, I gotta change something here. Okay, that being said, Leo, that's all that I have here for you. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Virgo. But before I jump into Virgo's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your thumbs up, your likes, for subscribing, for those of you who are subscribing here during this live, and for those of you who are joining, welcome. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Thank you so much for your well wishes. I greatly appreciate it. I've been reading all the messages, so thank you so much. And let's jump to the next reading. Next up, we have Virgo. And for those of you who are watching the live here with me and are joining me, after Virgo, we have Libra, then Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces, okay? Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome if you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Virgo on any other parts of your astrological, any other sections on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you. Virgo, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be possibly unfolding for you in the month of June, or what energy may be surrounding you as well. All right. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested, Virgo, in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Virgo, if you're interested in finding out more information and get more clarity in your reading, I would advise you to take a look at your quarterly readings for 2026. They're in the bonus messages playlist. And if you're going to take a look at that, then look at the second quarter, because that's where we are. If you're interested in finding out more information about your astrological sign, focusing on the brand new astrological new year, then take a look at the timeless pick a card reading for the new astrological new year of 2026. So you have two other resources, all free here on my channel if you're interested in gaining even more detailed messages. All right, Virgo, let's see what's coming through for you. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I just saw that. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, Virgo, let's see what's coming through for you. You have nice person holding the coin, okay? If you have been worrying about money or abundance or prosperity, okay? This is telling you no need to worry about it, okay? Why? Well, because there is an opportunity that may be unfolding for you, maybe behind the scenes, something that you're not seeing with your physical eyes, but you will reap the rewards at some point. It could be reaping the rewards in June, or it could be a little later. Why am I saying a little later? Because Pentacles energy is a slower moving energy. So if it doesn't happen in June, there could be something up and coming here for you, Virgo. And whatever it is, it may be more tangible money. It could be more opportunities. It could be more time for you to spend with yourself, with traveling, with loved ones. Remember, Pentacles energy, yes, it's in the tangible, but sometimes there are things that we value that are not always tangible. So it could be something that you value a lot that you may have an opportunity towards, or you may see some type of growth here. Okay. So very, very beautiful energy. Person holding the coin. This is also coming across as perhaps maybe even someone that may cross your path and give you a golden nugget, a suggestion, an advice, okay, an opportunity. An opportunity could come through someone else. It could come through someone that you know. It could come through a stranger. It could come through someone that you worked with in the past. It could come through another earth sign, okay, Virgo. So it could come through a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn as well. You also have here the number 7. All right. 7 is July. If we look at it from the standpoint of months, there could be something coming in for you during Leo season. Does it have to be Leo season? No, but it could be over the summer. It could be somewhere in July as well. Now, this is a June reading, but as I said, Pentacles energy is a slow moving energy. So there may be an opportunity coming in for you, a valuable one or a valuable person here, okay, or an advice or a suggestion. But person holding the coin, there may be some reaping of rewards here for you, okay? All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. You have 3 of coins. I just mentioned someone, there could be a lucrative opportunity, or there could be some type of reaping the rewards in connection to someone else. Why? Three of coins or 3 of pentacles is teamwork. Someone else, and by the way, here you go again with pentacles. This person may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay. You have the 8 of pentacles. Okay. Ace of wands. 7 of swords. I'm sorry, 7 of wands. My apologies. 7 of wands, the temperance, and the 2 of coins. At the bottom of the deck, you have the double card in tarot, which, again, validation confirmation is coming through as possible an earth sign. The double card in tarot is ruled by Capricorn. So the double card, and at the top of the deck, you have the Hanged Man. Okay. Virgo, there may be something that you are wanting to see and hasn't happened yet. either money that may be owed to you, okay? Working overtime maybe in the summer, okay? So you don't see that yet, but it may be coming in. The Eight of Coins is saying you have a talent, a skill, or a talent, a skill, or a knack for something here. The more that you practice it, the better that you're going to get at it. Some of you are practicing to gain mastery. Others of you already have that mastery. So take how it may resonate. If you are the person who's you're starting to study something, um, learn something, expand your horizons in something because something has been feeling or maybe feeling in the month of June like you want to expand your horizon, then this is saying great, continue to do it. There's the Three of Coins here, the Three of Pentacles. This may be very much connected to other people, so you may be learning through an apprenticeship, internship, through a summer job, through volunteer work, okay? But whatever this is, the Eight of Coins, for those of you who are putting and investing time and energy into something, you're going to see the rewards of something, whether it's in the summer or whether it's in July or whether it's in June. Others of you, the Eight of Pentacles is saying, you've gained a mastery of something already. You're in a position where you can help other people or inspire others, teach others. Maybe you've been thinking about a new challenge in your life with the Ace of Wands. Maybe you're inspired to give courses, give seminars, okay? Teach, train others, all right? Maybe even start a side hustle here, Virgo. But whatever this is, the Ace of Wands is saying you are going to have some type of possible breakthrough in inspiration. You're going to connect with your motivation, your inspiration, and your drive. And this divine spark or flame within you is going to point you potentially into a new direction. And this new direction could very well be kind of like the last straw on the camel's back, especially if you've been in a situation, circumstance, or event, or maybe here in June, where you feel like either the environment, the people, a person, or a situation is too tense here. Okay. This could be an argument, this could be tense, okay? But the Seven of Wands is saying you need to hold your ground. You may get, information, energy, and just things coming from different directions, but you have a vantage point. And your vantage point here, Virgo, is your ability to create alchemy for yourself. To say, yes, you know what? Something may be a little bit difficult, something may be shifting around me, but I know that as long as I have a strong foundation and ground myself, okay, and connect to the right people or to the right sources or resources, I'm going to be able to learn and to grow and move in a new direction where you are going to find this sense of balance and harmony. Okay. Two of Coins is things may be getting busy in the month of June. If it's not a busy schedule, it could be you could feel like you're multitasking, like there's just a lot of things on your plate, like you're trying to balance or juggle. This could also be talking about a decision that you may need to make in the month of June. Okay. If that's the case, both are going to be super important, but you're going to select the one that feels more grounded, that feels more secure and more stable out of the two. Now, remember, you do have here the Devil card in tarot along with the Hanged Man, okay? If there are people that are making your life impossible at this moment in time, or if you feel that in the month of June you find yourself in situations where there's a lot of temptation, there's a lot of um, you struggling with creating a moderation for yourself, okay? Overindulgence is the key here to the Devil card in tarot, okay? So the Devil card in tarot could be you not being able to handle something on an even keel with moderation. This could be drinking, eating, going out. This could be anything. It could even be work, okay? So remember, anything, even if it's positive, if it's not handled in moderation, it could create some type of imbalance. And so the Devil card is here saying, listen, pay attention to that type of energy and release it so that you're able to gain a broader perspective. This could also be here, some type of limitations being shown to you in the month of June, especially if we're talking about the Seven of Wands energy, where you will feel like you need to stay on top of your game, especially if there are people around you or things around you that may be rooting for you to fail. Okay, here with the Devil card. Okay, the Hanged Man is saying here there may be a pause or there may be a slight moment for you to take, your foot off the pedal and allow yourself to connect with your kind of higher self. Okay. Why am I saying higher self? Because when the Hanged Man is upside down, all that illumination is at the top of the hangman's head. So allow yourself to see something from a different standpoint. See something, a situation, a person, an opportunity. See something from a different standpoint. You may have an opportunity to have a change of heart or a change of mind in something that will, with this kind of pause, will give you the type of pause or the type of break that you need so that you can see where that new beginning is, where you are feeling inspired to move towards. Okay? Because remember, the Ace of Wands is you moving towards an opportunity, but that opportunity is an opportunity that you feel inspired to take, and a path or a new direction that you're inspired to make or to take. So this Ace of Wands, the opportunity may be there in June or maybe in July, and you may have an opportunity here to start figuring certain things out that perhaps you weren't thinking clearly before. And now in the month of June, you may be able to do so. That's all that I have here for you, Virgo. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Up next, we have Libra. But before I jump into Libra's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Thank you so much for your beautiful well wishes, which I have read in the community tabs. I greatly appreciate it. Intuitive friends, don't forget to share my YouTube channel link and my content to like-minded souls, people that you feel may benefit from these channeled messages. I will be back soon to do my 5-minute mini readings for my subscribers. So if you don't know what that's about, well, let me tell you. Every so often, okay, I get on and do a live reading for my YouTube subscribers and for my members. Okay, so if you are interested in joining that, well, you can, but you have to be a YouTube subscriber. You have to be subscribed to my channel. And if you are a member, then wonderful. Okay, but you need to be a subscriber. So if you're interested in that, You could take a look at my live 5-minute mini readings on my playlist. You could take a look at how I spill that tea here on my channel. All right, intuitive friends. Okay, that just flipped over. Interesting because we have Libra coming in and already contract is coming up. All right, Libra is up next. All right, for those of you who are watching after Libra, we have Scorpio, then Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. Hello, Libra, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you are a Libra in other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. Libra, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be unfolding for you in the month of June. What energy may possibly be surrounding you, or what may be unfolding for you in the month of June. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All right, intuitive friends, welcome. If you're here for the first time, welcome. I hope that you enjoy these readings. The timestamps will be placed after I do the live stream, okay? All right, Libra, let's see what may possibly be unfolding for you, or what energy may be surrounding you in the month of June. And you have here, look at that. Wow, talk about validation confirmation. Libra, if for those of you who are watching this now and you have no idea why I'm saying that, go back to before the timestamp and you're going to see that this card literally flipped over on my table here. And so I said, isn't that interesting, Libra, that you're getting contract already flipping over for you here for your reading, and I hadn't started it yet. So there you go. So that's very telling. It came up twice for you here, Libra. So listen up. Contract here, and by the way, you have the number 6 here. So very interesting. June being the 6th month of the calendar year here. And contract is saying here to you, pay attention. Pay attention to leases, pay attention to contracts, pay attention to oral agreements, pay attention to what you promise and what you say yes to, okay? Because there is a sense here of being held at your word, or signing something right away very quickly and not reading it thoroughly, and then coming back and realizing, oopsie, something here was missing. So if you are signing any contracts, if you're negotiating, if this is work related, if this is personal, in your personal life, if this is your home, your career, family, whatever this may be about, pay very close attention to what is promised, and whatever is promised, for you to follow up with an email, or to make sure whatever is discussed or promised is in black and white. I don't care if you need to follow it up with a text, with an email, with whatever, because there is this energy here of paying attention to something that may be overpromised and underdelivered. Now, that could be you, Libra, who may be doing this, or it could be someone else. But contracts here coming through. What I'm also getting here with contract, and, again, taking away the fact that it says contract, you do have here the Lady of Justice, Lady Justice, something coming into balance, okay? So there may be things that were kind of up in the air, or something here that you may have felt was not fair, that may be recalibrating itself. Now, this could be in, especially for those of you who are like have a like a case, a law, something having to do with law enforcement, a case, a court case, or some type of information here connected to like the verdict of something or the judgment of something here. There is something of an energy here coming across as something may be tilting in your favor. Okay. Make sure that the documents are presented. Make sure that you dot those I's and cross those T's. Okay. Because contract is coming across as this energy of making sure that something is as it should be so that it could lean more into your direction. Okay, so it could lean into it coming out more in your favor, so to speak. Okay, all right. If you've been going through a rough period or rough situation, circumstance, or event, I do feel that in the month of June something may loosen up for you. Something is going to recalibrate for you in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. Libra, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages have resonated in June. And for those of you who are watching, give me a thumbs up as well. So we have the Star card, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Cups, followed by the Eight of Coins, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords energy. And at the top of the deck, you have the Ace of Cups. All right. All right. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But first, let's talk about this King of Cups. Emotions are here. Okay. They're running high. You have the Ten of Cups with the King of Cups here. I want to talk first about the King of Cups. There's a sense of emotional maturity and emotional intelligence here at play or at the forefront here for you, Libra, in the month of June. The Star card is a sense of renewal, whether it's a renewal of your faith, whether that's religious or spiritual, or you believing in someone or in something again. The Star card is also very much connected to healing. So, if there were things in the past or recent past that you've been working on healing, I feel that there's a continuation of that. For some of you, you're at the tail end. You're like, I'm good. I've healed through some situations here from the past or recent past. And I feel like I am more connected to the manifestation, wishing, hoping, and desiring that which I now have the emotional intelligence and emotional maturity to, in a way, savor. Okay, the Ten of Cups is telling me here there's this blessing that either is coming towards you or that you may be experiencing already. Okay, and it may be continuing in the month of June. So there's this sense of like through your emotional maturity and your emotional intelligence, you are able to understand something a little bit more, much more to the point where it may create a sense of happiness with either a specific person or a group of people like family, friends, loved ones. If you are in a connection, this could be the strengthening of you and your partner getting to know each other. If you're in the early stages, if you are deep in seasoned connections, spending more time with family, okay, with each other. All right, that's coming through. If you are single, no worries about that, because there could be here a possibility of someone coming in. All right, either you moving in their direction or they're moving in your direction. Okay, King of Cups, there's a potential love here coming through. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But 10 of Cups, happy family, happy life, feeling very satisfied with the emotional harmony in the month of June. Okay. Now, Eight of Coins, you've worked towards something. So this 10 of Cups didn't just happen out from the air, okay? It's because of the hard work or the due diligence that you've done, whether it's you've done your healing, whether it is you've accepted or will accept an apology or make an apology or turn over a whole completely new leaf with the King of Cups. The Eight of Coins is saying that you're going to achieve your goals as long as you are dedicated to move forward and fulfill them. The more you practice something, the better you're going to get at it. Okay. Now, here with the Nine of Wands, you may have felt a little bit lackluster. Okay, not too long ago. Okay, Nine of Wands, you may have felt drained, or there may be a situation here in June that you may feel a little bit drained. So much so that it may cause a sense of a little bit feeling like I'm stuck in a rut here, right? The Two of Swords, you may be a little bit confused about something. There may be some type of internal confusion, or you may be indecisive about something. And if that's the case, this is saying you may be you may be avoiding the truth of something here. And this King of Cups is saying lean into your emotional maturity and your emotional intelligence, because if you want to continue or expand on this emotional harmony here with the 10 of Cups, is super important for you to make a tough choice. Okay, not choosing or not deciding is making a decision. So just be aware of that. So there could be something here coming up where you may feel like, should I stay or should I go? Or should I make that move or should I not? You know, you kind of feel like you're stuck in the middle of the road here. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Swords, which is the card that would come right after this Two of Swords. So as soon as you let go of that sense of feeling or placing yourself in the middle of this kind of internal confusion, this indecision, not being able to see something clearly, or avoiding the truth, or kind of turning a blind eye on something here, the moment that you release that, the moment that you say to yourself, you know what, I can't do that anymore. I have to release the dead weight of the memory, the painful ending, or whatever the 10 of Swords is symbolizing for you in the month of June. And the moment that you choose to let it go, okay, to not play the victim or not allow yourself to be in this dramatic pattern, okay, over and over again, because 10 of Swords is something, it's something of a pattern, okay, it's not something that happened once, it's a pattern. But whatever this traumatic event is, or whatever this may be talking about here for you, in regards to this Two of Swords, the moment that you release that, guess what's coming in? This beautiful new opportunity. Ace of Cups. Emotional fulfillment here for you. Again, you have it twice in your reading. You have it with the 10 of Cups and you have it with the Ace of Cups, okay? Aces are all about the divine. Okay, the creator, your higher self, the universe, giving you an opportunity to start either a new relationship, to start valuing connections in a different way, to start allowing yourself to move in a different way in matters of love, to be happy, to be joyful. It's giving you that opportunity. It's also giving you an opportunity to lean into your intuition, because the King of Cups is also has a mastery over his intuition or their intuition. Okay? All right, Kings has nothing to do with gender, but it is having a mastery over your emotions and also over your intuition. So for those of you who are in connections already, there could be a beautiful blossoming of something, celebration, new beginning, a new opportunity, a new milestone. For those of you who are single, this could also be signaling here an opportunity here to elevate your connection from friends to something more, from exclusive to maybe engagement, proposal, marriage, talking about the future, maybe even here, children, pregnancy as well. Okay, so Ace of Cups comes with a lot of that joyful celebration. So, Libra, beautiful energy here for you in the month of June. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section here, Libra. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. That's all that I have here for you. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Intuitive friends, welcome. Welcome back. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. All right, intuitive friends, up next we have Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Scorpio anywhere else on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you. Scorpio, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be unfolding for you, possibly here in the month of June, what energy may be surrounding you as well. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I, excuse me, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All the links are there for you. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's coming through for you. What messages are coming through for you? Now, Scorpio, if you would like to get more of an in-depth reading, then take a look at the bonus messages playlist, all free here on my channel. And you can take a look at your 2026 astrological, 2026 quarterly calendar reading. Okay. And you could take a look at your second quarter of 2026. Okay. That's in your bonus messages playlist. You can find that information there. Okay. If you're interested in finding out what else is maybe potentially unfolding for you in the 2026 astrological new year, then take a look at the Timeless Pick a Card Readings playlist and take a look at the astrological calendar of 2026 and do a pick a card reading. Okay, that's mostly focusing on, the year of the fire horse and things of that nature. So you have many, many resources here to get more additional messages here. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's coming through for you. What may be potentially unfolding for you here in the month of June. You have the 7th chakra, crown chakra. Okay, so Scorpio, there may be some great ideas that may be, in a way, just flooding your mind or coming through your mind. I'm getting like it's quick, like it's a blast of ooh, I just thought of this, or hey, you know what? I never thought about that. But that's how this is coming through with the 7th chakra, I should say. There could be new ideas, new projects, new ways of you looking at a solution or a resolution. There could be a change of heart or a change of mind in something. Now, there's an energy here focusing on you looking at something from a very different perspective now, like in hindsight 2020. So whatever it is that you may want to move towards in the month of June, or whatever it is that you may be contemplating here in the month in the month of June, that is very much connected to your future, to what you want to see between now and the end of 2026. This is talking about taking your time and really looking at it from a clear-minded, logical, rational perspective. Okay? Now, Scorpio, you are a water sign. And so you are a highly emotive sign. So usually it's like your emotions dictate how you're going to go towards something, or how you're going to resolve something, or how you're going to communicate about something, rather than your mind, right? And this is coming across as place your emotions on hold for a moment. In the month of June, allow yourself to think through something clearly before either making up your mind or before coming to a solution or resolution. It could even be something like, I just need some time. You got to look at the pros and the cons and everything in between. Okay? Because the 7th chakra is about that clear-minded focus, logical, rational thinking, intelligence being the most important, or one of the most important elements here of how you're going to be able to navigate in the month of June. All right. Now, let's see what else is coming through for you here, Scorpio. What else is coming through for you? All right, let's see what else is coming through for you here, Scorpio. The Hanged Man. What did I just say? Take a step back. Don't rush into anything. You have the Hanged Man, validation, confirmation, 5 of Wands, 4 of Cups. This first row was a little bit challenging. The Strength card, the Queen of Cups with the 5 of Coins. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Wands, and at the top of the deck, you have the Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, don't rush into anything. Don't rush into anything. Knight of Pentacles energy there. All right, let's talk about what's coming through for you. Want to mention the following here for you, Scorpio. You have the number 5 3 times in your reading. Okay. So you have the angel number 555. You can take a look and see what that may mean spiritually, or what that may mean in the angel numbers. Okay. You have the number 5 here with the number 41. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. You also have it back to back here, both in the center of your reading. 5 of Wands with the 5 of Pentacles energy. 5 of Wands, there may be something coming up in the month of June. Okay. I'm also getting or within the next 5 months, which is interesting because I'm only channeling for June. So I'm getting June, July, August, September, October. Interesting. Okay, so between now and October, 5 of Wands energy is coming across as some type of internal or external conflicts. There may be an argument, a disagreement that may be coming up. If it doesn't come up in June, then it may come up within the next 5 months. But whatever this conflict is, it's going to feel like there's a clash of the egos, okay? The clash of pride. Two people here kind of, locking horns, so to speak. Now, for some of you, this could be in any area of your life. It could be in your love life. It could be in career. It could be in finance. It could be with friends, family, loved ones. Okay. This could be with your significant other, with your children, whomever this or whatever, or it could be in an environment too. Does it have to be with personal in your social circles? It could be in your professional circle, especially with the fact that you have Wands and Pentacles. That's very much career and money. So it could be very much connected to your job. But the locking of the horns here, okay? This could be external conflict, internal conflict, but whatever it is, it's going to feel uncomfortable for you. So much so that it may place you in a position or in this kind of energy where you're struggling. So whether you may potentially be struggling emotionally, financially, energetically, feeling kind of like in a low, kind of stagnant energy, or this could be a financial hardship. Okay. Now, the good news here is this. There is good news. There's a silver lining here. But I want to mention here, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards out of the 6 cards here are very challenging for you, which means that there may be a situation, circumstance, event, an argument, or whatever this may be, that may cause a little bit of friction here with the 5 of Wands, whether it's competition at work or something of a conflict in the home front. The Hanged Man energy is something, you putting something on hold. You're putting something on hold because all of a sudden something or someone doesn't feel as fulfilling. Something or someone doesn't feel as motivated or enthusiastic. There's this energy here of disappointment or disillusionment, whether it's caused by an argument or a disagreement or some type of competition or struggle, or whether it's financial hardship or some type of something valuable to you struggling with something here. Okay, the Hanged Man here is saying take a pause, so don't rush into anything. Allow yourself to sort something out. Lean into your emotional strength, mental strength, physical strength, energetic strength, and allow yourself to lean also into your emotional maturity as well as your emotional intelligence. So in other words, you don't need to snap back. If it's something here that someone snaps at you, you don't need to snap back. You got to think about things carefully here, okay? In order for you to avoid or kind of pivot this Five of Wands, this is saying have self-control with the Strength card, okay? Manage the situation with compassion, empathy, with tender loving care, with nurturing, okay? With sweetness, so that it doesn't become this full-fledged situation, okay? Now, Five of Coins or Five of Pentacles. Like I said, you're going to be struggling here in some way, shape, or form, okay? Whether it's an internal struggle or external struggle, whether it's money, whether it's finances, whether it's fill in the blank, okay? But something is not going to feel like it used to feel, or something is going to not feel as, you're not going to be as enthusiastic. There's a sense of disappointment, dissatisfaction, disillusionment of something here with the Four of Cups. You may be even feeling like, man, things were riding really good for me, but now all of a sudden it's going in a different direction. And this is saying, don't stress yourself, because that's why you have the seventh chakra here. You're going to figure something out. Okay? Just don't get caught up in vices here. This is a person who's drinking, who's trying to cope with their stress or the situation through drinking. Don't allow yourself to fall into the temptation of lack of moderation in something that's not going to be helpful here for you. Okay? So the seventh chakra is saying you're going to think about something, create some type of solution or resolution, and you're going to be kind with yourself. And again, manage the situation with that control. Knight of Wands energy. You're going to move in a direction where you feel inspired. So if something does happen to come up between June and October, you are going to feel like, okay, I've got this. I just have to figure something out. I know that the way that I think about whatever this is has to be bold, and the manner in which I create a solution or resolution, I need to feel inspired and motivated to move in that direction. Not only are you going to feel inspired, but you're also going to move carefully. So you're not going to allow your emotions to override your intelligence, which I said at the top of the reading here for you, Scorpio, that you are an emotive sign. So don't just allow yourself to get wrapped up with emotions and, forget about the logical, rational sense. Okay. Knight of Wands is saying you're going to move in the direction of taking a risk in something that feels inspired. You feel very proactive to moving towards it, but you're going to proceed with caution. So it's not going to be something that you're going to do quickly. You're going to be cautious. You're going to build on it slowly. You're going to place the patience, the determination, and the tenacity and the consistency in whatever this is in order for you to come out on top in whatever this decision, project, solution, resolution, or maybe brand new idea that may be coming in, towards you, or that you may be kind of in a way downloading here in the month of June. Scorpio, that's all that I have here for you. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you soon. Hello, intuitive friends. Thank you so much for your thumbs up and for all your love, loyalty, and support. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the well wishes. Okay, I've read them all in the tab in the community posts section. So thank you so much, as well as in my membership tier section. So thank you. I hope that you are enjoying these messages. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel. Share these messages. Share this June reading to someone that you feel may benefit from these channeled messages. Okay, intuitive friends? Let's grow our channel. All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much. Up next, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius. For those of you who are joining me here live, we have Sagittarius, and then after Sagittarius, we have Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Okay, 4 more for the June readings. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. I'll be coming back to do free live 5-minute mini readings. Chances are I'll come back tomorrow to do that because I definitely wanted to get this June reading out first for you. And of course, I wanted to connect with my membership tier 2s and tier 3s, which I had the monthly topic reading for tiers 2 and 3. And now for tier 3s, for those of you who are watching in our tier 3s, I'm going to put up the You Ask and I Answer, which is part of your tier number 3 perks. So I'll be posting the date for that after this live, okay? All right, intuitive friends, thank you for your love, your loyalty, and support. And let's keep moving to the next sign. And the next sign is Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Sagittarius in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, or anything else, any important placements that you have, guess what? These messages are also for you, okay? So it could be like Sagittarius in Chiron, Sagittarius in Venus, Sagittarius in Mars, Sagittarius in Mercury, Sagittarius in your North Node. So those are possible other important placements. All right, Sagittarius, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And look what you have here. Angel of Strength. You know what's interesting here, Sagittarius, is that you came out in Leo's reading. And now Leo is coming out in your reading. So for those of you, Sagittarius, who have strong Leo placement somewhere on your astrological natal chart, you may want to take a look at your at the Leo reading also, if that applies. Okay, so Sagittarius. First, want to mention here, if you're interested in finding out more information about your readings, okay, I have the bonus messages playlist free. There you can take a look at your quarterly readings for 2026, okay, your quarterly readings for 2026, and take a look at your second quarter, which that's June. And then you have all the other quarters there. So that's number one. Number two, if you want to know about your astrological, the astrological 2026 astrological new year reading, then take a look at the timeless pick a card reading in my timeless pick a card playlist. And there you will have additional messages for your astrological 2026 readings. Okay. So there you go. That being said, let's jump into this reading. Angel of Strength. There may be something that you are trying to manage or may be managing in the month of June, Sagittarius. I feel that it either has been a struggle in the past or recent past, or something that you may be struggling. All right. Now, this is an oracle deck, but the Strength card in tarot is ruled by Leo and also has a lion. Okay. So if it's not in June, there could be something coming up during Leo season, which is July and August, that may be coming through. So there's something here that you may be managing, or there may be this sense of you feeling stronger to be able to manage a situation, circumstance, event, leaning into your emotional strength, okay? Religious or spiritual strength, mental strength, energetic strength, but I'm getting the sense of feeling stronger. Now that makes sense, or something gaining more power. Okay. So if it's not your physical body, it could be something gaining more power. Okay. You're gaining more power at work, more leadership roles, more, I don't know how this might manifest. Okay. It is a general reading, but I'm also getting here you not giving up on something, because I'm getting this beautiful energy of perseverance and determination. So there's this proactive energy that either you will be taking or you will continue to be propelling forward, either in the month of June, or for some of you, July or August. Okay. If you are, if you work, listen carefully. If you work with the Lionsgate portal, that may be a very big clue for you here. That may be a very strong month for you, July and August. Okay? Because the Lionsgate portal starts opening up in July and closes in August. Okay? I always do my yearly Lionsgate portal reading. So just keep an eye out for that. But that's what's coming through here for you. Okay. Now let's get more clarity here. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see what else is coming through for you. What energy may be surrounding you, possibly in the month of June. Although I do feel that there could be something coming during Leo season for you here, Sagittarius. But yeah, let's see what else is coming through for you. What else is... You have the Ten of Swords, the High Priest, which in this deck is a Hierophant card in Tarot, the Star card, Ten of Cups, Three of Coins or Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. So you're moving up, you're climbing up the ladder. I said it, especially here with this Angel of Strength. You have at the bottom of the deck, you have the Judgment card, and at the top of the deck, you have the Ten of Wands, okay? All right, we'll talk about those two cards a little bit more in a minute, but here you go. In the month of June, possibly here, you're going to share your knowledge or your beliefs here with people that you either know, or you're going to be more tempted to be more connected with people that are in your circle or your soul tribe. Okay, I feel that there is this soulful connection between you and other people. Now, there may be opportunities here where you may know more than other people about certain things. Other people may know more about something here. There's this kind of like working with other people. Okay. You may be very knowledgeable in something and you sharing your knowledge to others, but there may be other people who are very knowledgeable in something here in return and maybe sharing that sense of knowledge with you. Okay, so this could be people who have common goals, people that have like the same work ethics, or the same trajectory in something that you are wanting to accomplish, or something that you are possibly working on in the month of June. Remember that the Three of Pentacles energy is collaboration. So there's a sense of collaboration and working with others. Okay, joining forces with other people. Ten of Cups, it's going to be a very beautiful type of energy. So you're going to work well with others, whether that's clients, whether it's your staff, if you're in a higher position, or colleagues, if you're not in a higher position. If this is connected to family, then you're going to, again, work very well with certain members of your family, your partner, your loved ones. And there's this great energy here of healing with the Star card. So June may be kind of like the tail end of you finally feeling at 100%, whether that is emotionally, mentally, energetically, physically. Okay, the Star card is very much connected to the healing of something, maybe here accepting or having accepted or asking or have maybe either asking here for an apology or accepting an apology. Ten of Swords is the release. So this June here looks for you, Sagittarius, like you're going to release anything that no longer serves you. Whatever painful endings, whatever situation, circumstance, or event that was pulling your energy down, it's like you're releasing that. This ending was necessary, whatever that was, and you're either starting to heal or you're going to continue to heal in the month of June. And not only is there this healing energy here, but there's also this sense of awareness that comes with it. It's as if whatever this 10 of Swords patterns from the past or reoccurring situations that cause a lot of grief, sadness, or heartache, you've learned something from it. Okay. And with the High Priest, you've allowed yourself to not just learn, but fine tune your own beliefs, edit those things that no longer serve, and strengthen those things that do make sense. And you're like, yeah, I want to focus more on this. I want to strengthen this specific, fill in the blank, whatever that may be. Okay. Because the High Priest, or like I said, the Hierophant, there is a sense of knowledge, of learning, of being committed to make the growth, the stability, the security. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. I'm also getting here with the 7 of Pentacles, persistence. So see, whatever this is that you are unfolding or whatever's unfolding for you, okay, in June, this is saying here to you, Sagittarius, you have the persistence to make it happen. You have the patience. Is it going to be done all at once? No, it's going to take time. Pentacles energy is a slow moving energy. So you're going to need to take step by step. You're going to have to take little baby steps, step by step, and allow yourself to climb that ladder of success in however this may be, whether this area is success in love, in career, in money, in power, in fill in the blank. Okay. So 7 of Pentacles with the High Priest. Again, I feel there's this elevation and a lot of emotional harmony here. There is this energy here of celebration as well. So maybe there is some type of celebration over the summer. It could be in June, as this message is. I am channeling it for June, but I also did mention here Leo season coming up very loudly here for you as something that could bring a lot of power for you. So you may make some power moves there in the month of, or I should say during Leo season. It makes sense because, fire. So that makes a lot of sense. 10 of Wands here, which was at the bottom or the top of the deck. So you have 2 cards talking about you releasing things that no longer serve you, and you focusing on having some type of an epiphany or some type of an awakening, saying to yourself, aha, I know how I'm going to maneuver this situation, or I know how I'm going to have a glow up here with the star and the 7 of Pentacles energy. Okay. So there is this possible glow up energy coming up for you in the month of June. And again, I'm getting strong Leo season here for you as well, which would be July as well as August. That being said, Sagittarius, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if you feel these messages have resonated throughout the month of June. All right, intuitive friends, up next we have Capricorn. But before I jump into Capricorn's reading, intuitive friends, I want to say thank you to those of you who've been sending some beautiful well wishes. I have read them all. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support, and I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to take a look at all the new, content that's coming up. There's a lot of new content coming up, so I hope those messages also resonate for you. All right, intuitive friends, I will be coming back on tomorrow to do a live mini reading for my YouTube subscribers as well as for my YouTube members. So if that is you, don't forget to make sure that you have your your bell and your notification bell and alert on so that when I get on, you are notified. All right, intuitive friends. All right, up next we have Capricorn, and then after Capricorn, let's see, we have Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. Okay. All right, let's jump into Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome back to the channel, whether you are a Capricorn sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Capricorn on other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you. Capricorn, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be possibly unfolding for you in the month of June, as well as what energy may be surrounding you. Now, first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box. All those links are down below. Intuitive friends, if you are interested in finding out more information and getting more, more information on your sign, just take a look down below in the playlist and take a look at the bonus messages playlist. There you will find the quarterly 2026 readings. Okay, quarterly 2026 readings we're now in the second quarter of 2026, so take a look and see what came through for you there. I also have the astrological New Year pick a card reading. So if you want even further information, then take a look at that as well. Don't worry, I'll place those links down below in the description box as soon as I finish these live readings. All right, Capricorn, let's take a look here at what energy may be unfolding here for you, possibly in the month of June. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's coming through for you. You have thinking person. Thinking person. Your mind will be clearer on something. If you have been on the fence on something in the past or recent past, the thinking person is here to say there is going to be some sense of clarity coming in for you in the month of June. Okay, possibly here in the month of June. Now, this is either an idea that will come out of nowhere, and you might say, I didn't think about that. This could be something maybe that you've been working on or kind of been on the fence about, and you finally get a aha moment, an epiphany, okay, with the thinking man. This could also be a spark of innovation, okay? So a spark of, yeah, I want to create, or I want to fill in the blank, create something, do something, start something, invest in something. But the thinking person is this sense of, I'm going to use my rational, logical, analytical thinking, not so much my emotion. And by the way, Capricorn, you're like Taurus, okay, and Virgo. Not so much about the emotions, but things that make sense, okay? So if it makes common sense, if there's this focused, practical thinking on something, you're going to figure something out, whether it's for you or you're going to have or spark a brand new idea or an aha moment here where something is going to make sense to you. Now, very interesting. I have the number 10 here, Capricorn, and you also have the number 10 here, 46. 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Now, you know what other um, numbers equal to the number 10? The number of the year of 2026. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 is equal to 10. There may be some type of aha moment or clarity, solution, or resolution that may either drop as an aha situation, aha moment, maybe your guides, your higher self, something that you didn't even think about before. And it may happen between June to the end of this calendar year. It could even be astrological new year as well. If that's the case, it could be anywhere between now and December or now and March of 2027. Okay? Because the astrological new year is different. Okay? The calendar new year, yes, ends December 31st, 2026. So it could be up to that, or it could kind of flow into 2026. But there may be this big aha either moment that you may have had already, and this is just giving you validation confirmation, or maybe coming up in June. All right. All right. Let's see what else is coming through for you here, Capricorn. It could be like a very big awareness of some sort, idea, resolution, or solution. You know? And let's see. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. All right, you have the Two of Coins or the Two of Pentacles. Something in the month of June is going to feel a bit overwhelming. Four of Cups, you may feel kind of lackluster. Three of Cups, there may be some type of reconciliation, reunion, parties, happiness, people visiting you, you visiting people with the Three of Cups. Six of Coins or Six of Pentacles. I'm sorry, let me just move this back a little bit here. Six of Pentacles or Six of Coins, reciprocal energy. 10 of Coins, this is wonderful. Okay, 10 of Pentacles and Six of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Cups. At the top of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, very, very nice energy here, okay? All right, let's chit-chat here about this energy. Capricorn, I feel here in the month of June, there may be either it may happen in June or it may have happened before June. So it depends. Okay, take it as it may resonate. But something you may feel a little lackluster in something. You may feel less than enthusiastic about something or someone or an idea that someone may share with you. Also, that could also be the case here. Okay, could be someone may share an idea that you're not on board with. Okay. Four of Cups is this energy of feeling a little bit either disappointment, disillusion, there's a lack of interest or lack of enthusiasm in something. But the Two of Coins is you trying to figure out, should I say yes? Should I say no? Should I go with it? Should I not? Maybe looking at the pros and the cons of something. Okay. But whatever it is here, I feel that there are other people around you rallying around you, either trying to help you see the bright side of something. Because here with the thinking man, you see that that is a clear quartz, helping you see the bright side of something, or trying to help you kind of not feel so lackluster. This could also be people visiting you or you visiting others, and there be some type of celebration, party, going out, spending time with loved ones, friends, family, get-togethers. Okay, Three of Cups is celebration, it's family, it's friends. Okay, it's people that you feel very close with, that you work well with, that you mesh well with, right? So there may be this beautiful energy here getting you out of that Four of Cups. The Six of Swords energy, I feel that type of like good energy around you, or this sense of party, celebration, invitation, going out, connecting with, like-minded souls, people visiting you, you visiting people. Quality time may allow you to leave this Four of Cups energy behind, if it was something that you've been struggling with recently, okay? Or this could be something that's coming up as well. But the Six of Swords is I'm saying goodbye to this Four Cups energy. I'm saying goodbye to the lack of enthusiasm, to the lack of interest, to the disappointment, and I'm going to look at something from a very different perspective. Hence, thinking person here, okay, with that clear quartz. You have the Six of Coins or the Six of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. So whatever energy that you recalibrate yourself into in the month of June is going to bring you not only happiness, joy, success, but it's also going to give you this sense of whatever energy you're showing others and you're vibing at is the energy that's going to come back to you. And it looks like it's going to be something very positive, because you do have here the Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term stability. So whether this long-term stability is you connecting with loved ones or people that you know with the Three of Pentacles, whether it's you visiting someone, someone visiting you, or the sense of just feeling happy-go-lucky, the Ten of Pentacles is saying here there is a lasting success that could be tangible, or it could be just energetic. Okay, so you're back into feeling really good about something, someone, or within an environment. Okay. Now, right after the Six of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups. So the universe is saying that you have a possible brand new opportunity to have better connections and relationships with those that you are wanting to connect with and those that are wanting to connect with you. Okay. This could also be talking about stability. Now, the stability could be the family legacy, it could be family wealth, it could be the family nest egg, or it could be your nest egg. There could be here a sense of growth and stability over the summer. I don't know. Maybe you buy yourself something special, or you go and, go on a trip. Okay, because Six of Swords is trip connected also. Okay, so the Ten of Coins here, or the Ten of Pentacles, saying, yeah, you know what, I want to enjoy life a little differently. Ace of Cups, if you are already in a seasoned connection, more emotion, deeper connection. If it's not romantic, then that's fine. This could be friends, family, loved ones, as I mentioned at the top of the reading, with the Three of Cups, as well as this 10 of Pentacles. Remember, 10 of Pentacles energy, not in this deck, but in the traditional deck, you have the scene of the family. So there could be family getting together or family get-togethers here in the month of June or during the summer season, okay? So Ace of Cups energy. If you are single, okay, Capricorn, I feel that there could be a possibility that you may connect more with friends and that you may even connect with someone that is on your same wavelength. Six of Pentacles energy, okay? Because you've let go of all the things in the past or recent past, and you're more focused here on wanting to solidify something that lasts. So if you are single, it is looking really good for you here with this Ace of Cups. There could be new relationships or just pure intentions, happiness, and joy. If this resonates for some of you in matters of work, more collaborative approach, working better with others, feeling less disconnected from, the job or the responsibilities, letting go of the feeling of the lack of enthusiasm, and really allowing yourself to look at the pros and cons of something, and maybe here letting go of things that no longer serve you so that you can finally feel like you are gaining or getting back the things that you so rightly deserve. So if you are in a situation at work where you feel like, things haven't been moving in a very positive way for you, you may be either planning on leaving your job, or there may be this sense of like starting to put your ducks in a row because you want to find a place where there's more of a collaborative energy, where there's more money, where there's more of someone valuing your assets and your generosity in which you give or will you contribute to your job or to your industry. Okay. Yeah, there may be even here kind of like moving up or climbing up to a new level also. So that could also be the case here. But Ace of Cups is coming through as that. Your last and final card here with the Queen of Wands energy, you're going to be embracing this potential energy where you're going to grab the bull by the horns and you're like, listen, I know exactly what I want. I know exactly where I'm headed because I know exactly where my drive, my inspiration, my motivation, my passion, and especially here with the Queen of Wands, your self-confidence is going to be through the roof. All right. So whether this is in love, whether this is in work, whether it's in whatever area of your life, the Queen of Wands is a lot of power, a lot of self-confidence. You're like, yep, I got it. I got this. And I know what I want. And I know how I want to start this opportunity of this new beginning that may come across as an idea, a solution, or a resolution. That being said, Capricorn, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you soon. Wow, intuitive friends, what a beautiful reading here for all the signs. Up next, we have Aquarius. So if you are in Aquarius, don't go anywhere. Thank you so much, intuitive friends, for all your beautiful thumbs up. So far, I have 10 thumbs up here. So that is telling me you guys are really enjoying these June messages. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we're going to have Aquarius. And then after Aquarius, we have Pisces. Intuitive friends, don't forget that I have lots of timeless readings on the channel. So feel free to browse through those playlists and see what else is in store here on the channel, because there's lots here for you to take a look through, okay? All right, intuitive friends, up next we have Aquarius. But in the meantime here, give me 2 seconds. Intuitive friends, I want to thank all of you who have been sending some beautiful well wishes. I want to say thank you. I've been reading them. I've been, sitting back and recovering, and so far, so good. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump to Aquarius because I know Pisces has also been waiting for a while. All right, Aquarius, welcome back. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome back to the channel. Whether you are in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you are in Aquarius anywhere else in regards to important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you. Okay. So, Aquarius, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All the information is down below. All right, Aquarius, don't forget to take a look at your quarterly 2026 readings, and those are located in the bonus messages playlist, all free here on the channel. And if you're interested in finding out your new astrological new year of 2026, take a look at the pick a card reading. Okay. Ooh, this did a very big peekaboo, so I'm gonna put it out here. You got community, Aquarius. Aquarius, you got community. People around you, the people that matter to you. Okay, I'm also getting here new people, making new friends, new connections. All right, you may be joining forces here with new people. I'm also getting connecting with your soul tribe for others of you. Giving back to the community, volunteering, charity. If you're single, I feel like you're going to be kind of like meeting someone here, or at the very least, connecting to more people, different types of people, but that are like aligned with your, I feel that they're aligned with what you believe in and what you care about. So it's not just, it doesn't feel random. It feels like selective in a way. So this could be a volunteer group, a community, I don't know, connecting more with community events, I don't know, participating in festivals or things of that nature. But it's coming across as like connecting with others, maybe even here connecting with friends, family, loved ones. Okay, cookouts, grills, barbecues. This could also be you having a better rapport with your colleagues, with your staff, if you are in a leadership position. Getting along better with friends, family, and loved ones. Yeah, this is coming across as that. There could be some type of like, I don't know, I'm getting something like community event. So I don't know if there's this kind of like opportunity in the summer where you're like maybe volunteering and casting a wider net of social networking. Interesting. You got the Magician. So you got the Magician and the Four of Wands energy. Yeah, you're going to be creating. You're coming across as this energy of reinventing or reimagining something, creating something, putting something into action, maybe even getting people together. Because you have the Four of Wands, again with celebration, which I'm getting also here with community. So, I mean, literally, you have two cards that say community. Look at that. Community, and then over here it says community. See right there. So whether it's that you're working better or connecting with your family, your friends, your loved ones, whether it's literally the neighborhood or the community, This could also be here, Aquarius, you moving, whether it's physically moving or relocating from one location to another location. This could be residential, or this could be work related. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be work related, but yeah, it's coming across as you uniting forces with others and being proactive in something here. You're making something happen in the month of June. Whatever it is going to bring some sort of stability. Yeah, the moon, there's a lot of anxiety connected to whatever this is. For some of you, it's like you're afraid to level something up. It could be a higher level of commitment if we're talking about relationships here with the Four of Wands. There's a kind of not, not too sure, a little bit of fear and anxiety. If it's not connected to your love life, it could be connected to your job or any other area, okay? But you have the potential to make something work here. Four of Coins. So you have the Magician, the Four of Wands, the Moon, the Four of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups, again with community. Interesting. Getting community 3 times in your reading. So other people, I'm sorry, what's at the top of the deck here? 8 of Swords. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you're stressed about something here. You don't feel, you feel trapped in your own thoughts here. Very interesting. All right, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's get you more details here. All right, Aquarius, you have the Four of Wands with that 2 of Pentacles energy here, okay? So collaboration, celebration, uniting with others, okay? Feeling happy about something, okay? Creating more stability in whatever it is that you're very passionate about. There is some sort of passion, or there's some sort of motivation or ambition here that you feel really good about. And not only do you feel really good about it, but you're really trying to put action. You're trying to move something along. But there is something within you. Okay, there is something within you that is causing, or that may cause in the month of June, some sense of, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if. You may be very much tied up to your own limited beliefs, your anxiety, your confusion, your fear. So it may be something that is happy, maybe a milestone here, because the Four of Wands is that homecoming energy in the traditional deck, okay, along with here with community. But there's a part of you that you're kind of like, afraid or stressed or feel a little bit anxious about. You know what I mean? So, and it could be all within your head. So you may be overthinking something. You may be self-limiting yourself here because you're holding too much, you're holding on too much towards the fear and the anxiety, the uncertainty of something. Four of Pentacles energy is you're holding on to something because it feels better to hold on to something than not hold on to be like empty-handed. And for some of you, especially if this is like, there's a part of you that's like, you know what? I feel like I could do better on my own, or I feel that I can do better in another environment or with another person or in another situation or in another, circle. I feel that that's the part of you. It's like you're scared. You're scared, because there could be family could be involved in this situation. Okay. But the Two of Coins is saying that you're in the month of June, there could be this sense of like, okay, what are the pros and what are the cons? What are the pros and the cons of fill in the blank? Okay. What are the pros and the cons of me hanging on to something, even if I'm not feeling like it is the best thing for me right now? Or vice versa. What is the best possible option here for me to move into a place or into an environment where I feel more emotionally connected with a more harmonious type of energy or environment? You see what I'm saying? So that Four of Wands energy there is that kind of like, yes, I want to celebrate, but I might need to make a choice in something here. And the choice that needs to be made, I feel, involves other people. There are other people involved in the mix here. Okay, so you got the Three of Cups, you got community, you got the Ten of Cups, which is more people involved. Four of Wands, more people involved. So there you go. Okay, so there could be this kind of like blessing that may be coming in your direction, and it's like you're kind of uncertain on how this blessing may unfold for you or how you may move towards that blessing. You're manifesting something here also with the Magician card. You know, Aquarius, this is saying they're the only resource that's missing here, or that may be potentially missing here for you, is your self-confidence. Because you have all the tools and the resources available to you to make something happen, to manifest it, but you need to be proactive. You can't be procrastinating. See, procrastination does not breed success at all. So you may have the tools and the resources, and you may have the energy within you, people behind you cheering you on, but do you have the belief within yourself that you feel that you can achieve this? You have the Three of Cups here, which was right after the Two of Pentacles energy. Again, socializing, parties, happiness, connecting with others, okay? Coming at the forefront here in June. So there may be here some type of celebration. Maybe you do make up your mind in something. Maybe you do say, you know what? My emotional harmony is super important, and I'm going to make that decision. And that decision may, perhaps here bring you some sort of stability where, there's this kind of celebration of like, yay, great, you did it. But you got to get yourself out of your own head. All right? Because the Eight of Swords is someone that limits themselves, not because there is anything limiting on the outside. It's their own focus internally. Okay? There's a lack of self-acceptance in something. There's a lack of being able to see something clearly. There's a lack of releasing the fear and the anxiety of whatever it is. And the Eight of Swords is saying here, super important, because you may be limiting your own ability to do more or to move up or to celebrate or to, see those things that you've been manifesting for some time, especially if you are kind of looking at this from an career standpoint where you want more, whether it's more money, more responsibility at work, a higher position. Yeah, you got to get out of your own head, because there's a great opportunity here that you may be very close to not only celebrating, but feeling more stable in. And the Two of Pentacles is saying you kind of, in a way, make the right selection or have the right mindset in mind in order for you to thrive and to excel. That being said, Aquarius, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section as June unfolds, because that lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. That being said, thank you so much, Aquarius, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Pisces, but first, intuitive friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Thank you for your well wishes. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to come back and take a look at the June readings as well as the May readings, because they're still there for you. And take a look at all the new content that I am uploading for you here on the channel. All right. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Pisces. Pisces is going to be our last and final. And if you missed all the other signs, no worries. I'll be coming back and putting timestamps on those readings for you to take a look a little later. All right. Okay, let me shuffle this one as well. All right, intuitive friends, last but not least, Pisces. Hello, Pisces, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Pisces, sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Pisces on any other aspects of your astrological natal chart, then guess what, Pisces? These messages are also for you. That being said, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, and yes, I do have credentials, take a look down below in the description box. Pisces, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding for you in the month of June. And guess what just flipped over here? Your sixth chakra. Interesting, Pisces, because Pisces, you are known as a very intuitive sign. And look, you have the sixth chakra. Sixth chakra is telling me here that the energy that is surrounding you here potentially in the month of June, very much connected to your intuition. That means you are not going to be kind of like you're gonna know in your inner knowing. You might not be able to see something tangibly, or it might not show itself in the 3D tangible, logical, rational plane, but your intuition is going to be rock solid in regards to whatever June may unfold for you. Okay, Pisces? The sixth chakra is the third eye chakra. So if I were you, I would work with amplifying and strengthening your third eye chakra, which I'm going to show you here. Amethyst is a great crystal for your third eye chakra. Okay, so working with the third eye chakra, working with amethyst, working with the third eye, solfeggio frequency. Okay, listening to that, meditation, Okay, doesn't have to be meditation, or it could be a meditative activity. It could be sound healing. It could be exercise, whatever it is, whatever gets you in a meditative state, because your intuition is going to be rock solid. There's a lot of stability that's coming in with your intuition in the month of June. If I were you, I would also pay attention to my dreams. Okay, so I would pay attention to my dreams, and I would pay attention to whatever energy or messages comes through for you while you are doing something in meditation or in a meditative state, whether that be sound healing, whether it be yoga, whether it be Tai Chi, whether it be Pilates, working out, running, painting, singing, writing, whatever it is, whatever gets you connected to your muse or your meditative state, whatever comes through, whatever message, idea, okay, comes through. If I were you, I would lean into that, jot it down, make a note of it, okay? Because there could be some important information coming through or some important realization that it comes intuitively, all right? So, yeah, very, 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 very interesting. I do feel your intuition is going to be like very out there in the month of June, okay? All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. Pisces, what else is coming through for you, my dear? All right, Pisces, let's see. So you have the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, Six of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Wands. I'm not surprised. Messages coming through, the clarity of the mind, the energy that you project to the universe is the energy that you will be returning. It will be returning to you. Page of Wands. If there are people talking behind your back, you're going to know what that is. The Devil card in Tarot. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. And at the top of the deck, you have the Chariot. Yeah, you're going to move forward. Okay. All right, Pisces. These two I'll talk about in a minute. All right, Ace of Wands. Not only are you going to be, or is your third eye chakra or your intuition going to be at high peak performance here, possibly in the month of June, but so is your crown chakra. Okay, your crown chakra, Ace of Swords. Your ability to connect with your third eye chakra and your crown chakra are going to be super important for you. So I would also work with my crown chakra. So third eye chakra and crown chakra in the month of June. Why? They're going to be working together. It's going to be working your logical, rational, analytical thinking along with your intuition. Okay, so one you're going to feel, the other one you're going to make it happen by either conversations, making decisions, or moving something forward. There's going to be a clarity of the mind with the Ace of Swords. Okay, you're going to be able to cut through the confusion and see something for what it is, or be able to understand something that perhaps before you weren't either getting or understanding, or you weren't very clear about. So the Ace of Swords is that sword cutting through the confusion and you being able to have clear ideas, being able to use your intelligence, okay, to your advantage, using your rational, logical, analytical thinking, coming to some type of realization with the Ace of Swords, something here that may be connected to the Devil card in Tarot. Now, the Devil card in Tarot is a kind of it is a bit of a heavy energy, but it's one that you realize something. This is what it's saying. In June, especially if there was something in the past or recent past where you felt very trapped, whether it was your mind, your perception, whether it was whatever it was, okay? And you were feeling like, oh, I just can't break out of that way of thinking, or I can't break away from this feeling of being bonded to something that, really isn't, good for me, or an environment or people or energy vampire. You're more clear in the month of June. You have either allowed yourself to cut from this double card in tarot, or this double card in tarot was from the past or recent past. So it could go either way. However, the case may be here for you, Pisces, the Ace of Swords is saying, you've cut through the confusion, you're able to see something for what it is. You are more, or you will be more confident, more in your power with this Queen of Wands energy, and also more intuitive, more likely to listen to your intuition. Because remember, the Queen of Swords energy is not only self-confident, proactive, a go-getter, but in the traditional deck, she has a black cat with her on the traditional card. Now, that isn't the case here in this card, because this is more a more contemporary deck. But in the traditional deck, you will see the Queen of Wands. And if I said Queen of Swords, my apologies. It's Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands has a black cat. That black cat is symbolism. It symbolizes her intuition. So your intuition is going to be on point. I said that at the top of the reading, validation, confirmation. Not only is your intuition going to be on point, but you're also going to be able to clearly think through something, or cut through the confusion of whatever your limited beliefs or self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs were holding you towards in the past or recent past, or whatever this may be in the month of June. The energy that you have, you're going to reciprocate. Whatever energy you are vibing in is the energy that the universe is going to vibe along with you. So it's going to be super important for you to be very high vibrational, okay? Be optimistic. Eight of Wands, those messages that I was talking about at the top of the reading, those messages may be coming through your dreams, your meditation practices, or through meditative activities, which could be exercise, listening to music, sound healing, Tai Chi, running, I don't know, singing, playing an instrument, painting, whatever it is. But you're going to get some type of message here. And you're going to, I feel here in the month of June, you're going to be able to, and this is for some of you who you've been getting this funny feeling about someone, and you've been like, I have this funny feeling about this person or this environment or this group of people, and you're going to be solid on that. You're going to be rock solid. You're going to be like, yup, I had a feeling that I knew what this particular thing was about, person was about, situation was about, or will be about. Because the Page of Swords, there's either gossip chatter or background knowledge or gossip that either you're going to be made aware of, or that people may be talking about you. And you're not going to care. All right? It's just that simple. You're not going to care, because you're not going to allow your image or your mindset to be carved by people who are wishing for your downfall. So you're letting that go. Is it a situation that may be a little bit draining? Yeah, probably. Okay, probably it's been draining. But in the month of June, you're going to tap into your determination. Okay, you've fallen 9 times and you're getting up on the 10th. And you're not only getting up on the 10th, but you're continuing to be perseverant, determined, your resilience, your wherewithal. You're going to push yourself forward to reach your level of success or your next goals. The Chariot here says, keep in mind here, Pisces, you are a water sign, so you are a very emotive sign. The Chariot says, move and push yourself forward, but control your emotions while you're in this forward progress or movement. The Chariot here is reminding you that in order for the chariot rider as well as the two horses to move in the direction of the next goal or to move forward, they all need to work together. So that makes a lot of sense because you have the sixth chakra, which is your third eye chakra, along with the Ace of Swords. So you have yin energy here, okay, with air energy here, which air energy is yang energy, okay? So whatever it is that you think about, okay, you're gonna create, but you're gonna control your emotions, okay? Because if not, you're gonna get too caught up in your emotion and you're gonna lose your sense of balance or your sense of focus. So the Chariot says, focus on your goal, focus on your goalpost, okay? Focus on where it is that you are moving towards. Focus on progress, on improvement. Focus on controlling your emotions, but allowing yourself to connect and listen to the messages that your intuition, messages here with the Eight of Wands, the messages that your intuition, Queen of Wands energy, remember that black cat, is giving you through your third eye chakra, or maybe even here through your crown chakra as brand new ideas. Ace of Swords, okay? So that being said, Pisces, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and please share my YouTube channel link and maybe these messages here with like-minded souls. Thank you so much for your time, your patience, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.